Hello all, this is my Symposium Part 2 presented to you today. It will attempt to explain the relationship between the research paper and my art practice, which focused on typography. Of course, this is all about the journey, and it started with an initial research question, which questioned the communication aspect of type. Was it threatened by technology or not? What is the relationship between the two? And of course, some initial inspiration. How has my research impacted my practice? I would say that it has had a significant impact. It has in fact rebooted it. There wouldn't be an art practice in my case right now if it wasn't for this MA. So I looked at computer-generated typography and handmade and things that were hovering in between. As explained before, in my regular job everything is digital. It has not always been that way, of course. And should we at all costs hold on to tradition or completely embrace and let go into this digital world? Well, I decided to look back at traditions, and this is what I did during my research paper. I did a massive amount of reading, and the information I collected has been very beneficial to my practice. It has allowed me to rediscover or just discover numerous artists, and I've learned about techniques, and I could admire recent and not so recent work done typographically without the use of computers. As a result, I've been transitioning between digital and non-digital and back and forth. I always have to use my computer somehow, but I knew I wanted to work with string and nails and maybe other things as well. Then I realized that typography has always been handmade until recently, and there's so much work to be inspired from, and I could actually feel comfortable with the idea of letting go of my computer to express my creativity. I've explored ways to go back to a more tactile approach to design. I've looked at work from all over in the world, of course, some British artists. For example, Myerscough in the neon here. And I started putting things together, trying to understand how I would do this. I experienced with different material, different ways to how to start a project and finish it, or a piece I mean. Living around here in the Middle East has exposed me to local art, or just Arabic calligraphy I focused on. This is something that I saw in Doha in Qatar not so long ago. It is very intricate and detailed and very poetic, literally and figuratively. This other artist, he's Lebanese. His stuff was shown here in Bahrain. I've been working with a format of a square. Within a format of a square, I found a surface to work with that I preferred, and I started adding some color and texture, but all the while being a bit more monochromatic, so focusing on gold and black and white. I've realized that square has interested other artists before me, maybe the most famous being Russian Malevich, and this, yeah, so I used a black background. This is an M, this is a T and not a cross, and then all that golden gilded aspect, I decided to use it for the background as well. In a technology-oriented environment, typographers have to work with and around technology, with traditional baggage, and I think we can combine and come up with good art if you combine all three aspects of human creativity, which are art, crafts, and science. Thank you so much.